which is trying to find a 4-card major when your partner's opened one no trump. Today, we're going to talk about responding to your partner's opening of one no. I shouldn't move about so much.
Sorry.
Talk about responding to your partner's opening of one no trump when you've got an unbalanced hand, but you've got a 5 or more card major. So, your partner's opened one no trump, which is 12 to 14, as you know. That's the wrong page. So we'll go to the right page, which is further down. That's not it. Right, this is it. This is what we're going to call it. It's called red suit transfers. And once you get it into your head, it's really simple, as everything else. So, your partner's opened one no trump, and you've got a 5 card or more. You might have 6 or 7 even major, and you haven't got any more than 3 in the other major. So you haven't got 5-4 or 5-5. You've got 5 and less than 3 is the other major. Because if you had 5-4, you'd use Stamen like we did last week, but you haven't got. So right. So what you do is you want your partner to play in this contract. Now there's all different. The reason being is if you it's to make sure the strong hand plays the contract, and that any finesses will be easier when they lead. You'll be leading around to that hand. So you do what's called a transfer, so that they play the cards rather than you play the cards. So you want them to play in hearts. So what you do is you bid the suit below hearts, which is diamonds, right? And that tells them to bid hearts. That's if you've got hearts, of course. You don't do it if you've got spades. If you've got spades, you bid the suit below spades, which is hearts. Pretend to bid spades. Quite simple, isn't it? So your partner opens one no trump, and you've got 5 plus hearts. Then you bid 2 diamonds with 5 hearts, and they have to follow instructions. They can't ignore it. They can't pass. They have to follow instructions. It's like Stamen. They can't ignore it. They have to bid. But with 5 spades, you bid 2 hearts to show you've got 5 spades. Now, you should do this with no plus points, any amount of points. You don't need any points at all for this. You must do it, because it's like, especially if you're weak, it's called a weak takeout, but we're not doing a weak takeout because that would be bidding the suit, so it's sort of like that, but it means it's the same end result. So, I've just got some examples here of this. So, if your partner opens one no trump, with this hand here, you would bid 2 diamonds, you see?
Yeah.
To show you've got 5 hearts. They have to then bid 2 hearts. They can't not bid 2 hearts. They can't think, actually, I've only got 2 hearts in my hand. Because they must have at least 2, because they've opened one no trump. They can't simply think, I've only got 2 hearts and I've got 3 or 4 diamonds, I'll leave it in diamonds. You might have no diamonds. You're simply giving them an instruction. And when your partner in bridge gives you an instruction, you must obey it. You can't ignore it. And this is instruction. When you bid 2 diamonds, your partner must announce this, and they must say hearts, not to you, but to the opposition. Remember, all your announcements and alerting is for the opposition's benefit, not for your partner's benefit. You're not allowed to tell them that you don't know what you're doing, or that you do know what you're doing.
When you might come from your position.
Because it's giving unauthorised information. If you question what you're doing, if you say it with a questioning thing, it's unauthorised information. You must do it and just tell the opposition hearts, so they say 2 diamonds. If this person has got confused and they've got loads of diamonds, then it's tough. So they bid 2 diamonds to show you they've got 5 hearts. You then bid 2 hearts. When it comes back round to this person, they simply pass and leave you in 2 hearts. They've only got 5 points. I just can't seem to add up these points. You've got 5 points. You've only got 5 points. I wrote them on here so I wouldn't get it wrong. Like I usually do. Can't get the staff. Right, okay. So they've only got 5 points. So you've got a weak hand. They've only got 12 to 14. You're not going anywhere. You just want to stay in the lowest possible contract. Like so we were going to do about intervening bids where opposition might bid. But so
Excuse me, did they bid no trumps?
oh, they didn't. No, that's not got two lines. That's separated. That's a that's
yeah, because I was going
that's
to say they've
another
only got
hand.
11, yeah.
that's another
All right,
hand.
yeah,
It's a
okay.
table map.
Yes. Right. That's that one. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. This one is if your partner's open one, no trump,
Yeah,
and you've got this hand.
all right, okay,
Okay. This time you've got 5 spades.
yeah.
So you bid 2 hearts to show your 5 spades.
Mhm.
Your partner bids 2 spades as told. They say spades and they bid 2 spades. When it comes back round to you, because you've only got 5 spades and your partner might only have 2, so you might not necessarily have a fit, you bid 2 no trumps. That tells your partner you've got 11 to 12 points, 5 spades, an otherwise balanced hand. And they then make the decision what to do. So it goes back to the person who opened one, no trump. If they've got a fit with you, 3 spades, they can go to 3 spades. Or they can go to 4 spades if they're maximum points. If they've got 14 points, they can go to 4 spades. If they've only got 2 spades, they can pass the 2 no trump. Or with 14 points, they can bid 3 no trump. So it's exactly the same as when you open what no trump, your partner says 2 no trumps, 11 to 12. If you're maximum, you'd go to 3. If you earn, you'd pass. So it's the same when you're out the way, like the statement bid, you're just getting more information about your partner's hand. So with this one here, you're very weak, and you're just transferring your partner and then passing because that's all you want. You don't say anything else. In this one here, rather than just saying 2 no trumps straight off, you say 2 hearts. Partner, I've got 5 spades. They say 2 spades. Then it comes back and it says, I've only got 5 spades, I haven't got 6. Yes?
On that second one,
No,
when
I
you said,
don't get that. Because what's the difference between you passing, you're not going into no trumps up there, are you?
No, because you've only got 5 points.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going anywhere with that hand.
But if they bid
Ah, but
spades,
you
why
did-
don't you just stay in spades? They've got 5 spades.
This one,
Yeah,
because your partner might only have 2.
well, even on that one, why don't you have 2? You're,
That's a different hand because that one, yes, that's true, they might only have 2,
yeah.
but that's a weak hand, and you're better in 2 hearts.
How do you know if your partner's got a weak hand?
Because they've opened one no trump, and they've got 12 to 14. So they must have at least 2 hearts.
Yeah, but they've opened one no trump and then they...
No, they haven't opened one no trump. I need something to cover the other one up. Give me that.
No, that's a different hand, I know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I know that's a different hand,
yeah,
but I thought that was a responding bid to the one no trump bid.
it is.
Yeah, and they've said 2 hearts because they want spades.
Yes.
So why don't they stay in spades? They've got 5 spades.
Because the other person might only have 2.
Well, they might only have 2 on the other one, though.
Yes, that is true.
That's what I'm...
Yes, that's true. That they might only have 2 in this one, but it's a very weak hand, and you're better playing even in a 5-2 fit in a very weak hand than you would do one no trump, because you see, in one no trump in that hand, they've only got 2 little spades, and they might their partner might not have much in spades, so they would go off, and they can trump the spades with this one. They've only got to make a 8 tricks. This one here, this hand here, they've got 11 points. They're looking for a game, and they're looking for the best game. So they're just trying to tell their partner. They're just searching for the best game. So they're giving it. What you're doing is you're giving information. Like bidding is a conversation you're having with your partner in a new language which you're not learning. So your partner's out on no trump, and they've said, and that's 12 to 14. You announce that's 12 to 14. You then say 2 hearts, which says to your partner, I've got 5 spades.
do you not say spades at that point?
No,
This person says spades. The person who opened one no trump says spades. Not the person who says 2 hearts. The person who says 2. The person who opened one no trump says spades. You always announce your partner's bid. You never announce your own. When you open one no trump, you don't announce it. Your partner announces it.
Yeah, 12 to 14.
When you bid 2 hearts, your partner announces that as spades.
How does he know it's spades?
Why
And
did you
not
say
two
that?
hearts?
Is it because if you don't want to go above?
Because we're doing transfers, because I just like I said at the beginning, You want the person who's opening no trumps to be the person who's playing the contract, not this person. So you transfer them into that suit so that they're playing the contract.
The best hand.
The best hand. Because if you're weak, it's better that the best hand plays it. The fact that this one's a bit stronger doesn't matter because you can't have transfers for a weak hand and not transfers for a strong hand because then you wouldn't know where you were. So you have transfers all the time.
And you don't want the opposition to know what the strong hand's got.
No, because when they're leading, the weak hand then will be at the table,
Yeah.
especially with this one. With this one, they've got 11 points, the partner's got 12. It's similar, but it's to protect the strong hand on the lead, because if they've opened one of the trump and they've got 12 to 14, they might have a lot of ace queens or something, and the person that lead might be trying to lead away from a king, and they might not have a good lead, so it's coming back round to protect this hand. So you transfer into the strong hand. You don't have to agree with it. You don't, but that's what we're doing. You'll get there. Honestly, everything seems complicated at first, but once you practice and practice it, like Stayman now, you all know how to do Stayman, don't you? So yes, so you bid two hearts. Your partner then says spades, and when it comes to their bid, they bid spades. They just say two spades. They don't say it, they put a bid down. Comes back to you, this hand. You can now show your hand more clearly. You're giving information to your partner. This one just says I've got 5 spades. It doesn't say anything about points. You might have no points. This bid here says I've got 5 spades and 11 to 12 points. It's just giving yourself more information. Well, before we go on to explain more hands, I'll go on to the next page and then we'll show you another hand. Right. So it's the same over 2 no trumps. So your partner opens 2 no trumps. With a 5-card major, you transfer them. So it would be with 5 hearts, you bid 3 diamonds, the same, and with 5 spades, 3 hearts. But these bids are forcing to game. No, they're not forcing to game, sorry. These bids are forcing, they're always forcing. When your partner makes what's called a, that noise?
Sorry.
They're artificial or conventional bids. You have to bid again. You can't pass an artificial or a conventional bid. So any bid like this is forcing. It doesn't mean what it says. It doesn't mean they've got diamonds. They might not have any diamonds. It means they've got hearts. This one doesn't mean they've got hearts. It means they've got spades. So you can't pass that. You have to bid again. So you've got to you open the must obey instruction and bid as asked. So if they say 2 diamonds, like on the previous one, you'd say 2 hearts. If they say 3 diamonds, you'd say 3 hearts. If they say 2 hearts, you say 2 spades. And if you say 3 hearts, you say 3 spades. At the end of the morning, when you've played all these boards, you'll know what you're doing. Right. So, once the transfer is complete, right, so that's, you've told your partner to transfer, and it comes back to you, with 0 to 9 points, which is that one there, you pass. The transfer is complete, you've told your partner you got 5, you leave them in it, you're quite happy, you just pass and leave them to play in that. With 10 points and a 5 card, so you just pass. But if you've got 6 of the suit, because you might well have 6, you've transferred, but you might have more than 5, you might have 6 or more. Then you can, and 10 points, you can jump to game. They have at least 2. They've opened one no trump, they must have at least 2. You've got 6, you know you've got a fit, so now you can jump to game. If you've got 11 to 12 points, like that hand there, you bid 2 no trumps. So that says I've got 5 of that suit and 11 to 12 points. And it puts the ball back in the opener's court to decide what the best contract is. You've given them your information. You've got a 5-card major, and they know which one it is. And they know you've got 11 to 12 points. They must decide what to do. If they've got 3 of your suit, then they must go back to that suit, either at the 3 level, if they're minimum, or at the 4 level if they're maximum. If no trumps, if they've only got 2 of your suit, then they're better in no trumps. So then they either pass your 2 no trumps if they're minimum, or bid 3 no trumps if they're maximum. Right. And it's the same over 3 no trumps. So, if it's a response to 2 no trumps with 0 to 3 points this time, you can pass once you've transferred them. With a 6 card suit, you jump to game because you've got a fit. And with 3+ points, you bid 4 hearts or 4 spades once you've transferred them. With 4 points and only a 5 card suit, then you bid 3 no trumps and leave it up your partner to decide. Opener with 3 of the suit will bid 4 or hearts or 4 spades, and with 2 will just pass and leave it in 3 no trumps. It's just simply trying to find out if you've got a fit in a major. You know, have you got a fit? Remember, you want 8 cards to have a fit. I know in the first one where it's where it went 1 no trump, 2 hearts, 2 spades pass or whatever, then that's because you're very weak and you just want to play in the lowest contract possible. And no trumps probably isn't going to work very well when you've got such a weak hand. So that's why you want to be an age, you're better in that. So,
So you couldn't be going to the game with only, what would it be? With only 18 points?
yeah. Yeah, quite often happens. The opposition haven't got anything to say or think they're vulnerable and they don't want to bid or whatever the reason, you can be left in that. They think you're not going to make it. They might double you even, but they might not. But be best in that. So with this one here, when your partner's open 1 no trump, I'm getting hot again now. Hot, cold. Right. What, you bid 2 hearts to show you 5 spades. You see, you've only got 9 8, so you haven't got any honours in spades. Doesn't matter. You still transfer them into it. You see, honours are all in the other suits, aren't they? You've got 13 points here. I think I've had them up right. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I must have done it right this time. 13 points. So you bid 2 hearts. Your partner bids 2 spades. They have to. You've told them to. They've got to obey instructions. It comes back to you. You know there's got to be a game on, but you don't know where it is. So you bid 3 no trumps. You say stop 3 no trumps. We've got game on, partner. If they have only got 2 of your spades, then they will leave it in 3 no trumps. If they have got 3 of your spades and you've got a fit in spades, they will go to 4 spades. They will correct it to 4 spades. With this one here, you can see they've got 6 hearts, 11 points. So their partner's open 1 no trump. They've bid 2 diamonds, transferring them into hearts. The partner has obeyed by bidding 2 hearts. It's come back to them, and they have now stopped 4 hearts. They've got 6. Their partner must have 2. They know they've got a fit. They know they've got the points. They just simply go 4 hearts, and that's what the contract is.
So they don't have the 25 points.
Well,
They've got 11.
they've got 6 of them, and they've got 11. The partner got 12 to 14.
Yeah.
Sometimes in a suit contract, especially with a long suit, you don't always have to have 25 points. Points are a guide, and a very useful guide, and you should try and look at the points. But length of suit is often
So
stronger.
how many points has the partner got to
12 to 14. We don't know, 12 to 14. So if you've
Oh
got,
yeah, they've opened 12 to 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
Got that.
Any other questions? Do you think you all took that in?
We'll see.
Oh, yes.
Yeah? Well, we've got some pre-dealt boards which we will practice with. So, and any questions, we can go through them. We can stop. Okay.